Welcome back to the Retro Sports Gamer channel. This is the last game of the season. Ken Griffey Jr.'s winning run, and then we're going to the playoffs. Thought I'd get it in as the first seed. No way I'm going to lose it now. It's been a long process to get through a 26-game season, but I'm finally making it happen. We're continuing. And we'll look at the standings real quick. Astros and Marlins looking good. Mariners 20-5. So going to be the only 21 team in this 26-game season and the first seed in the entire major league. We'll look at the stats after this game and we'll see who our last opponent is. Last game is Kansas City. Glow stick time, that's right, Alex. Get down in the club with Ken Griffey, because you got one of the best Super Nintendo themes out there, especially for a sports game. So I'm going to be working out tomorrow at 6:30 a.m. So this is going to be a one and done tonight. And then I'm hitting the sack. What's up, Deontay Jenkins? We're playing the Oakland Athletics. For whatever reason, while I'm in this chair, my cat Logan just wants to sit in my lap. I think I'm taking his chair. Oh, nice. You're going to concerts again? Good for you. I'm glad you had a good time. Did anyone accompany you in Atlanta? Big ups to Logan. We'll see how long he sits in my lap for. Good to have you guys in the chat on stream. Looking forward to seeing the playoffs in this Griffey season and getting through it. He's fast, but not that fast. Daring to an NFL franchise. I should have held down there and tried to jack it out of the park. It's a good question. Probably the Detroit Lions. You already know why. 1, 2, 3 inning, pretty brutal. What's up, Eli? How you doing? Filippo. A's tough team in the division. We'll see how this one goes. I had a few glasses of wine earlier, and I'm still feeling them. So, it might not be my best performance, but we got the one seed in the league locked up. And yeah, this is not going good to start. Then why did you test, Eli? Honestly, I really want to know why you tested if you don't feel sick. Fouled off. Two outs. They only got one in. Your daddy was a wino. Man, they go down easy. Quick drinkers. No carbonation. Jimbo Salazar. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't there for a lot of it, fortunately, but what I have seen, it's not a pretty sight. He likes to get down on some alcohol. I'm drinking water now, you know. Life's a balance, so if you do have it, you got to make sure you balance it out with something good for your body. Because alcohol's not good for it. Drop. It's in there. He's too slow. I'm not trying to go. They told me I had to test because someone else tested. Who's they? Oh, throwing the heater. Ooh, almost in the gap. I've encountered a lot of sloppy drunks. Both in the neighborhood, working at Headquarters Beercade, going to some bars. And the hits aren't flowing. The person at the college. Well, that is a challenge these days in colleges and universities. I would know being fired from one for refusing to test because I'm not sick. So I understand why you felt pressured into it. But at the end of the day, these tests are not very accurate. There's people testing multiple times just to get a positive because their work or will give them some kind of paid off time benefit to get a positive test. The people making the tests are making some money off of it, so good for them. So close contact with someone has never been a concern up until 2020. So this is a whole another spell that they put on the public to now be concerned when you're by people, which I don't agree with whatsoever. What's up, John Stevenson? But there's too many people buying into the narrative. Even institutions you would think that would disagree with it are still playing along. So the public will remain under the spell as far as I can see in the United States of America. I can't speak for the other countries because I'm not subjected to their matrix programming, so someone else would have to tell you. But just like when the 2001 happened, with the World Trade Center towers and the TSA never left the airport, it does not look like your COVID testing will be leaving anything anytime soon. You have to go remote because of an outbreak at the college. Interesting. I always don't wash my hands well. I don't think anyone, you know, wasn't trying to wash their hands before. Seriously, if we're going to believe in phantom fears, then sky's the limit. If all they got to do is show spiky balls on TV to make you scared, then that's what you're going to be victim to. The M's beat the Blue Jays 4-1. Riley says he's 24. It's a good age to be. A lot of exploring to do at 24. So my bats are off to a slow start. He's out of there. Yeah, I'm sure that happens, Eli. I mean, nothing's 100%, which is why we can never expect it. I just think, you know, exploring nature and natural law, you'll find out over the years there's no avoiding close contact, human contact, things people touch. It's just an impossibility, so there's no reason to really worry about it. People need people, and this society is built on people using their energy to provide other things for other people in exchange for some form of money. Yeah, you shouldn't be germophobic. You should look up terrain theory versus germ theory. It's an ongoing debate. And it really shouldn't be a debate, but basically, if you eat well and keep your immune system up, you're less likely to get sick. Even while being exposed to something that you would consider germs. Happy birthday, Riley. Oh, man, I took that strike in honor of you. Let's see if I get a home run. Deep, deep back. Oh, not enough. Double for Griffey. All right, we got something started. I mean, this is over 2 years of the COVID spell. It's very hard to talk people out of what they have already agreed to, consenting to. All I could do is speak the truth as I see it. And it's only going to change something for a few amount of people, not too many. Thanks, John. Little dumper? No. All right, I got to try to hit a home run here. Get 3 in. Jack Booty's just the guy. He looks skinny, but he's got some pop. And it's dropping. Bases loaded. Good thing there was 2 outs. The runners actually ran the way they're supposed to. Oh, bases loaded. Don't bring them in. So you have to wear masks because of tests that are inaccurate. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully you could stay remote if you don't want to wear it. Unfortunately, a lot of people aren't seeing all the holes in medical or other mask wearing. But to each their own. In what state do you go to college? I won't ask the college. I don't know if you want that out there, but what state are you in? Yeah, as long as I keep it under a few runs, I'll still be in this game. Ooh, New Jersey. Yeah, that's going to be a rough one. You know, I worked at a university for almost 7 years, and the reason I did is because it was so laid back compared to a corporate environment that I didn't mind working there. You know, it wasn't necessarily my passion what I was doing, but it was a laid back environment, which is my personality. What's up, Chet? Yes. This is one of your favorite baseball games? Yeah. It's one of mine too on the Super Nintendo for sure. Oh, what's up, Levi? But yeah, I mean, things worked out the way they're supposed to. At least for me. You know, I wasn't doing a job I was passionate about at Loyola. You know, solid paying job, good benefits, all that stuff. But man, once 2020 hit, they warped overnight. I would say they're just as bad or as bad as working at a corporation because I worked at AT&T full time before Loyola, and I could say that at least the years I was at Loyola working there, that it was a much better experience. Mostly in the policy and rule following department. Top favorite MLB players? It's a good question. I would say Frank Thomas would be up there. RVD looked like Macho Man. Frank Thomas. Would be up there. Maglio Ordonez, because I was a Sox fan. The third guy, you know, it's a toss up. I mean, I did enjoy following Sammy Sosa, but I wouldn't put him in the top 3. It probably was Ken Griffey Jr. I mean, a lot of people like Ken Griffey Jr. that grew up in the 90s. And he avoided all of the steroid controversy. A typical public elementary school and indoctrination camp. At this point, yes. When I went to school, no. They've slowly removed parents being involved, and it might be different to each local environment. So I don't want to say it's 100% across the board because nothing is. But as far as what I'm seeing in Chicago, definitely. And the problem is it's not like there's not good people or good teachers there. It's that they're hampered by the rules they're supposed to follow and the things they're supposed to teach. Whereas I remember back when I went to public school, the teachers had a lot of freedom to teach differently in their own style, which I don't think too much of that is existing today, unfortunately. Sandberg. Alex was giving out his top 3s. Come on, drop. The PARCC test. Come on, Jack Booty. I mean, the big thing with, you know, schools moving forward is there's now a question of morality when you're sending a child to school. It's not consistent, and lots up in the air with how things quickly have been changed or warped into something not natural. So, we'll see how it plays out. I mean, I'm still doing okay playing some video games in my basement. Having fun playing. Oh, he's too fast. You dread the day you turn 25? Why? Sunday Rivals? I've not heard of that game. Big Clint off the rails. So Big Clint's been on the channel before as a guest on one of the Retro Sports Gamer episodes. He does his comfort food on the budget on TikTok. And there's always an opportunity to make it better. I wouldn't feed my kids with stuff from the dollar store and feel good about gaining a following, but you know, if you could find those dollar items at Aldi or one of these other grocery stores local to your environment, with some better ingredients, there's always you can always put a positive spin on it. Chat says insurance, which is Levi. Great guest, by the way. Yeah, he was pretty good. Braves, Cubs. Yeah, they were on what? TBS, and Cubs were on WGN. Colon cancer casserole. Oh, man. Is it that bad? Oh, that's what the insurance comment's about. Car insurance, dreading when you turn 25. I thought the rates go down when you get older. Man, these cars, though, what a scam, man. They have you paying so much for everything. Insurance, city stickers, gas tickets, parking tickets, speed light tickets, the maintenance of the car. Man, it's cool to drive around and get you places, but it is a money drain. Oh, health insurance. Okay. Yeah, I thought like 26 is when they officially removed them from the health insurance. Health insurance in the US. I thought it was 26, but I haven't kept up with it, so I don't know. It might be 25 now. Styrofoam cups and boxes. Well, you know what I say, if we were able to create products out of things that exist in the earth, then the earth can take it back. But yeah, that being that concentrated in the area, I don't know, are people not throwing out their styrofoam? Yeah, city living with a car. I mean, the gas prices, that's just one of the problems. Like here in Chicago, they have people on bicycles making sure that you got your license plate sticker on time, your city sticker, which costs $150 a year. And it's mainly feels like harassment having a car in the city, to be honest with you. It's already the top of the 8th. I only have 6 more outs to get this game tied up. Almost had a home run. Come on, Griffey. Double's not going to cut it. Deep. Oh, out. Not even to the warning track. Yeah, $150 just to park on the street here in Chicago. It's pretty bad. And like I said, there's guys on bicycles that are looking at it. I mean, you kind of just grow up and get stuck living here in some instances. I wouldn't recommend it unless you're just making a stupid amount of money where that type of stuff won't really aggravate you. But I'm pretty much done with it. I mean, I lived in the Chicagoland area my whole life. And the near suburbs kind of follow along, but, you know, you get a little further out, then at least they have driveways and they're not as strict. But then the police have nothing to do and they will harass you for other stuff, so I don't know. All right, top of the 9th. This has been a good talk. But now it's time to make something happen or just go down 1-0. Oh, that was a big opportunity at a home run. The A's are no joke. This might be one of my worst hitting performances since early in the season. Man, I thought that might drop. It's all up to Jack Booty. Jack Booty's clutch. 321. That's it. Usually I hit at least one home run by accident. A's beat the Mariners 1-0. Man, that was first inning. For some reason, Bolt Lightning didn't even... He's like the star of the team. He's supposed to be like the Randy Johnson. And a lot of the games I lost were with Bolt Lightning as a starting pitcher for some reason. And usually I give up a lot of runs, but that didn't happen in this one. I just didn't get the bats going. So he's supposed to be the best pitcher in the game, but I probably, or at least on my team, but he probably has one of the worst records. So I'm going to look that stuff up now since this was the last game of the season. Tattoo of pina colada? Because you're 21? Why don't you just drink a pina colada instead of getting a tattoo? Arcade sounds fun, though. K's with fastball, guys. Yeah, you just got to throw those heaters in there. All right, let's look at the stats. I haven't looked at pitchers. I'm going to look at the top batters, but I really want to see Bolt Lightning's starting pitching stats. I don't think I've looked at this stuff the whole season. So it gives you a little background on the team. The Miracle Mariners fell in the 95 ALCS to the Indians. They are a great team, and with a fit Ken Griffey Jr., they'll be looking to book a trip to the playoffs, which we did, and see Bolt Lightning's the starting pitcher. It's giving me... Okay, let's view the stats. So... this is, I'm guessing, on the season that I just played. He's 3-3, so not as bad as I thought. 3.91 ERA. King size Snickers, I probably have, but it's been a while. If I'm going to eat Snickers, which I don't really anymore, I always like the ice cream bars. That was the last thing I used to eat from Snickers. Shane Portis, look at that, 0.91 ERA, 4-0. 5-0 Alan Seaver. 4-0 Escobar Munoz. 3-1. So yeah, like I said, Bolt Lightning's my biggest problem pitcher, even though he's supposed to be the ace. Well, let's see how the season finished for the batters. Let's look at the top pitchers, or not pitchers, batters, and it's laid out in like Tecmo Super Bowl format, basically, where you can look at each conference or each league or both. So even though I had that terrible last game, Griffey still had the best batting average in the league amongst other players on the team. $3,000 calories for one Snickers ice cream bar. Well, it's a big hit. That's unbelievable. Good thing I stopped eating them in my early 20s. Griffey leading the league in RBIs. Probably runs too. Yep, 30 runs. Balls, I don't care. Home runs, Griffey, and by a lot. And then Moray Ramirez, 12. Frank Liberty in there on the Indians, third. 21 homers in 26 games is pretty darn good. $11 doubles for Griffey, hits, you know it's going to be Griffey, and the whole starting lineup basically is up there with all the at-bats. This last game not being a showcase. Slugging average. And there you go. That's how the stats look. Let's look at the standings. No, that's not the standings. And Athletics, second best team. Team I just lost to. They're in my division, but still beat them by 2 games. So hopefully I got that loss out of my system, and heading into the playoffs, we won't have any mishaps like that. Alright, see you, Levi. Thanks for checking in. Good to hear from you. Hope to see you soon at a Tecmo tournament. Can't get to many these days, working on the weekend a lot on the video game bus, but I will try to get to 1 or 2 a year for sure. So yeah, overall, I hope we do well in the playoffs. I'm going to see how this looks, and then I'll shut it off. So is this the rest of the season? And this is an autosave cartridge, so there's a battery in there. Oh, and then it's going through what I just looked at, which is kind of cool. I mean, Tecmo Super Bowl went through your division winners at the end of the season, but this is going through the stats. This is automatically done. Full Nelson, yeah. Usually September. Bruce City Bowl in October. Yeah, that one's close. I'll have to check both of those out. If Troy sticks with the hardcore format, then you know I'm definitely going to be there. That's what your ex-wife said? Were you married before, Alex? Man, this kind of drags on. Bolt Lightning, at least you got a lot of innings pitched. So it gives you the standings. And I was hoping to get like some type of bracket. Let's see, look in the standings real quick. Not really getting that. We'll see if I go to play ball. Oh yeah, I do get it. But it doesn't show the teams, so this is kind of a crappy bracket. Indians versus White Sox. 3 versus 8. So I'll have to be on top of my game. You came close once. Okay, now this looks better. Oh, and I played the Athletics. How does that work? Oh, it's because of the wild card. So the team I just lost to that has the second best record in the league. See, this is in sports what drives me nuts. Is that they can't figure out a way how to organize who you play to make it make sense based off the results of the season. So all these other teams are inferior to both my team and the Athletics. We have the best 2 records in the entire MLB, but yes, we have to play in the first round. Best of 5, wow. This season's gonna go on for many more streams. Maybe I'll do it so, I don't know, because if I lose games, then a best of 5 series is going to last quite long. But at least we know where it's at. You know, I really didn't like the shift in the NFL when they went to 4 divisions in each conference. And then the division winners are out of 4 teams, and some of them would be the worst divisions. You have like 7 and 9s and 8 and 8s in the playoffs. And teams that were like 10 and 6 won't make it. Makes no sense. Like, it's not fair. Coliseum is basically a giant oval. So yeah, now you see the playoffs. And if I won that last game, do I still play the Athletics? Probably, because they're going to win the division, or they're going to get the wild card. So it's just destiny to play the Athletics in the first round. So next time I go on, I won't have to change anything on the stream overlay because computer's still Oakland for another at least 3 games. So thank you everyone for watching. Sorry I didn't get much going in that game, but now we're through the season. We'll be in the playoffs, so hopefully you guys keep joining in and following along. I have fun chatting with you guys always, and playing some games late at night lately. And thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Take care.